I even feel embarrassed. Novak Djokovic reveals strange reason he hasn't retired from tennis. Novak Djokovic has given his all to tennis, but it appears that it is very much reciprocated. The Serbian is arguably the greatest to ever play the game, having banked an incredible 24 Grand Slam titles, more than any player in history. His success has been shrouded in many highs, while his recent retirement through injury in last month's Australian Open semi-final can only be categorized as one of his few low points. The 37-year-old is currently nursing a hamstring injury as he sets his sights on the French Open in May, but found the time to discuss his love for tennis when speaking to Montenegrin publication Vigesti. It's fair to say that Djokovic is in the twilight of his career, having officially kicked off his professional career in 2003, aged just 15. And while tennis fans, who are still mourning the retirements of Roger Federer, Rafael Nadal and Andy Murray, might be reluctant to think about a time when Djokovic is no longer on the tour, the Serbian explained why he hasn't yet followed the trio's lead. Primarily, it's because of my love for tennis and for sports, Djokovic revealed. Secondly, I believe that tennis helps me grow the most as a person, no matter how strange that may sound. Djokovic admitted that being on court provides him with a feeling that he doesn't feel anywhere else while going through a rollercoaster of emotions. On the court, during a match, I go through a million emotions, the best and the worst ones: doubt, criticism, ecstasy, satisfaction, anger, rage, and everything in between, he added. Sometimes, in those few hours, I even feel embarrassed by what I go through and how I behave, as well as by the thoughts that cross my mind, especially in an individual sport, where you first have to defeat yourself before you can defeat the opponent across the net. Djokovic admits that inspiring future generations also fuels him to continue playing for as long as possible, although he still feels he can continue to fight for titles. He remarked, "These are all life lessons I go through, and beyond that, I truly feel that by playing professional tennis, I continue to inspire younger generations to pick up a racket, not just in our country but around the world. That is what drives me. It truly gives me strength. The privileged position and status I have are things I cherish. I would love for everyone to play tennis, but I would be just as happy if they took up any sport, with or without a ball, because physical activity is essential, for health and for everything else, from the youngest age." Meanwhile, Djokovic is planning to make his return from injury at next week's Qatar Open. The world number 7 is reportedly set to continue working with Murray as his coach, as was the case in Melbourne. The pair hinted that they could end their collaboration after the Australian Open. But it now appears that they will continue at least until Roland Garros in May.